And that's how the theme song goes. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Constitutionals. I'm your host, Chad White. This is the premiere podcast. If you didn't know, this is your first episode. And well, let me say, thank you. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate that. There's at least 20 some odd number of you. So thank you for listening. You're very nice people. But if this is your first episode of the Constitutionals podcast, I'm the host, Chad White. This is the premiere podcast for www.c+. No, hold on. HTTP/ http:// www.c+comedy.com. You press enter. Put that in your URL bar. That takes you straight to the C Plus Comedy website. It's a website that is chock full of stuff. I'll explain that later at the end, at the tags. But for now, let's just... Okay, I wasn't going to say anything about this. I was really wavering back and forth before I recorded this, but I sat down Sunday. I said, I'm going to record the Constitutionals because I know Monday night I'm going to stay late at work, working a news station. I'm going to stay late at work because of this Hurricane Irma crap. All right. I sit down Sunday, and Dallas and the New York Giants are maybe 20 minutes away from playing. I set it up. I was getting ready. 8 o'clock. I'm getting ready to do this. Creative Emmys are on that night, and I thought, crap, that's going to be what I'm talking about for the Constitutionals. And here we are. So I didn't do it last night because the power went out for maybe 18 hours, and I got home from work, and I didn't have time to do it. It's 10 o'clock. Power's still out. Go to sleep. Wake up. Go to the gym very late. 8 o'clock in the morning. Very late. And now, here we are, recording it the day it's supposed to release. And more backstory. I really don't want to date myself when I'm recording this, but whatever. This is coming out the day that I'm recording this, and maybe after 20 minutes after this. And Apple's having their annual fall event keynote speak. They're about to announce the iPhone X. I'm sure it's going to be bezel-less. We've all seen the renders. Most of us have seen the renders. It's going to be bezel-less. It's going to be $1,000, maybe. Who knows? It's going to be expensive. We know. Now there's a woman on stage talking. I really shouldn't do this. This is very unprofessional of me. But anyway, yeah, that's it. So that's my hurricane. That's how Irma affected us Atlanteans. I had to stay and work extra at the news station. Still paying me pennies. Anyway. I hate every inch of my life. Every inch of my life is what I just said. But let's move on. Let's go on to the things. I interviewed yesterday while I was at work. I interviewed. Was I at work when I did this? Who knows? I don't want to say it. I don't want them to claim that they own my stuff. So I interviewed a comedian named Jenny Jaffe. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She has a show on IFC Comedy Crib called Neurotica. It's about a dominatrix, and it's a comedy. It's funny. Blah, blah, blah. And she plays a dominatrix. She wrote it, developed it, whatever. Not whatever. She's a great person, great talent. Really like her. And we had a great conversation. We talked about Irma at first, and then we talked about how I very much goodly segued it into the conversation into talking about Neurotica and stuff. And now she's working on Big Hero 6 for Disney, the cartoon TV show. I guess it's a sequel series, but I don't know if they're making a sequel movie or anything. Anyway. And so that show was on IFC Comedy Crib, and she's, I think, the second person I've spoken to that has Comedy Crib a show on Comedy Crib. And so far, and it got me thinking in the middle of this interview. I was not present there for at least a minute. It got me thinking, with CISO gone, to me it's gone. It's no, what a waste of money. I can't believe I supported them for every single month. I never canceled my subscription. That's $4 a month. You know what? Anyway, for a year and a half. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but with CISO leaving, they put themselves in a market for creating a platform for niche comedians to release to a niche market. And before them, it was IFC Comedy Crib and ABCD and Comedy Central. ABCD is ABC's digital platform. Go read my Jessica McKenna interview, and she had a show on there. But now she has a podcast with the same guy she started the show with, and it's hilarious and it's great. It's a musical podcast. It's called Off Book. Go listen to it. And so before so we had 4 different avenues for these comedians to do that were strictly continually doing it. I don't think ABCD exists anymore, and CISO's gone, but Comedy Central continually puts out things on the web. They had a show a few months ago with Amanda Lund, and I think it was a show about ad people. I don't know, I didn't watch it, but I reported on it. And I guess Idiot Sitter spawned from being online. And James Davis's show, Hood Adjacent, came from his Snapchat stuff that he did with Comedy Central. So obviously Comedy Central is willing to give a little bit of money to people who are funny and who want to create shows and stuff like that, but they can't create these big spectacles, as in Broad City, which I just got done watching the season premiere. It's really funny, and other shows and Workaholics and other shows like that. So now we've got the IFC Comedy Crib, which is also in the same position, and it's not as bold and brash, but it's not as bombastic. Why am I using B words? It's not it's not as huge as Comedy Central's offerings are, and I mean I guess it's because Comedy Central really pimps them out there, but IFC's Comedy Crib, you're going towards it when no one stumbles on the IFC Comedy Crib. You either know somebody who's doing things with IFC Comedy Crib, or you're going to IFC Comedy Crib. And I mean that's honestly that's a good thing to have, because it's just a place for people who like podcasts, who like to enjoy weird things. And so anyway, and I really think that the IFC Comedy Crib and what happened to ABCD and CISO and Comedy Central are great things to have, and kind of how that's why I interview younger comedians, not because I can't get bigger comedians, because I definitely can't get them, but I mean I have a few big comedians, but anyway, but it's just a way to get their voices heard, and it's just easier. It's a better thing to do. It's why don't you? I'm gonna equate alternative comedy to college football. There are some people that pay attention to it and some people that don't. I don't pay attention to college football, but I love professional football. A lot of people love the big time comedians, Louis C.K., Kevin Hart. But then when it comes to, if I say Lauren Lapkus, or Paul F. Tompkins, they say who? And I go, there you go. Or Zeke Nicholson and Betsy Sidaro. There you go. So, anyway. But I mean, see, those are people you've seen, but you definitely haven't heard their name. But those are people you've seen, and you've definitely heard their voices, and you've seen them act in different things. Or in the case of the UGA quarterback, his last name is Fromm. Don't know his first name. You've seen him before. You've seen him play. But once he gets to the pros, who knows if you're going to still know who he is. Like Sam Bradford. I only know who he is because you talk about him so much. So, also, he played last night. He did pretty well. Good for Sam Bradford. Monday Night Football is great. So now let's move on. Did that right on Mike. Let's move on to the Creative Arts Emmy winners. So next week, if you didn't know, next week is the big time Emmy Awards. Now, a week ahead of time. Sometimes it's a Saturday before, but a week at a time, they do the Creative Arts Emmys. And let me tell you guys, I want to pause right now. They're not doing anything on this Apple. I think they're talking about who they work with. It's been 18 minutes. And it looks like HBO's John Oliver's Last Week Tonight was renewed for 3 seasons. Renewed until 2020. Good for them. I interviewed Josh Gondelman from that show. He's a writer. Hey, go read it. It's good. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. So, the Creative Arts Emmys happened this past Sunday, and it's just the Emmys. It's basically the technical awards. They're awards, but they're stuff that you're not going to pay attention to. It's like cinematography, and for some reason they have a lot of the short form stuff and they have casting, but then they also have like the guest actors and stuff. I thought that was weird. I don't know why they put them in that thing. Anyway, so, and the production stuff. And so let's just go down the list for the comedy portion of that. I guess Apple's announcing a new Apple Watch. Of course, everybody knows that. Okay, so It's Tuesday morning. It's the day I'm supposed to do this. I gotta knock this out. I gotta have it out. Have it out. Okay, so let's just start with let's start small. Okay, so stunt coordination for a comedy series variety program is Eddie Perez and Shameless. There goes Shameless winning another award. I don't know. See, I don't know if I've never seen Shameless, and it's about 7 seasons in, and that's too much to catch up on for a show that's still going on. And I know it's an hour long, and I think it's a dramedy, but I know that William H. Macy's in it, so maybe I'll watch it. That's all I know about Shameless, and I think it's about him being a drug addict and then him trying to make himself right by his children. I don't know. I just screamed right in the mic, if you didn't hear that. Okay, moving on. Production design for a narrative program. Half hour or less is Jim Gloucester, Andrew Light, and Kimberly Wanop for Veep. Can't anybody have regular names? Okay. And children's program, Once Upon a Time, Sesame Street Christmas. Good job for that. And then we got these are things, I've only seen Veep, and these so far. Multi-camera picture editing for comedy series, Peter Chakos, The Big Bang Theory. One Day at a Time should have been nominated for something. It's something that superfluous. I'm so mad. Anyway, single camera picture editing for a comedy series, Jennifer Lilly, Master of None. Cinematography for a multi-camera series, Donald A. Morgan, The Ranch. And there you go. The Ranch has won an award. Somebody liked it. Good for them. Or a lot of people liked it. I don't know if a lot of people voted for the single camera picture editing for a comedy series. People they just saw a show and they said, all right, why not? Moving on. Cinematography for a single camera series, half hour. Is The Ranch not half an hour? Whatever. David Miller, Veep. I think I know his name. I think I know David Miller. Casting for a comedy series, Dorian Frankel and Sibby Kirschgessner, Veep. Veep is just going to keep winning. Actress in a short form comedy or drama series, Jane Lynch for Dropping the Soap. Listen, that show's on Amazon right now. Go watch it. It's about go watch it or not. I don't know. I've never seen it, but it's about a woman, Jane Lynch, who comes, a showrunner, I guess, comes into this long running kind of Days of Our Lives-esque soap opera. Ooh, I couldn't find the word. I was looking at myself in the eyes. I couldn't find it. Soap opera. And it's short form. It's funny, I guess. But one of my favorite people of all time, Lauren Lapkus, was whose name I just mentioned earlier. She was nominated for an Emmy, for her first Emmy, for the earliest show with Ben Schwartz, who was also nominated. They were both nominated for actor and actress, and it's amazing. I'm very happy for them. They both lost. It sucks. But they were both nominated. Ben Schwartz created the show. It came out of nowhere. It was great. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was sad. It was so amazing. I love it so much. And they were nominated. I'm just so happy for them. I'm glad they got to go to the award show. I'm glad they got to experience this. It was great. Moving on. Actor in a short form comedy. So go watch the earlier show. Earlier show is great. Actor in a short form comedy or drama series, Kim Estes and Dix. Kim Estes. Guest actress in a comedy series. Now, here's where I falter a little bit. I like Saturday Night Live. It's probably one of my favorite comedy properties of all time right now. Of all time, not right now. But the thing about it is, I don't think it should have so many awards nominated this year. I don't think it should be as lauded as it should be. At this point, there are other shows in that guest actress variety comedy series that had a good time themselves, and I think that just because Melissa McCarthy was there, I know she's an SNL favorite, doesn't mean that her and Dave Chappelle. I mean, Dave Chappelle did return from the night, so maybe but Alec Baldwin was nominated for that. I don't understand why. Anyway, maybe they shouldn't just. I don't know. There are other people that worked hard. To get that. Anyway, just saying. Harder. Everybody works hard. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But that's it. That's Creative Arts Emmys. That's everything that I want to talk about. So there we go. Now we got a whole 5 minutes of nothing but me. Nothing but me. No, but next week, I really think I'm excited. I really think I'm excited. I'm excited. There's going to be, this Emmy season is just going to be, different. Next year is going to be way different because Veep is ending and Julia Louis-Dreyfus is just going to hopefully clean up. Knock on wood. And then then there's year after that, now anybody can take the crown from Veep. Who's it going to be? It's not going to be other comedy show. Maybe it'll be Blackish. I hope Blackish wins something this year. My God. Blackish is a fantastic show. And you know what? Tracy Ellis Ross and Anthony Anderson, they have done so much good work for that show. And if they don't win next week, I'm going to be very mad. Very mad. Next Monday when I record, you're going to hear me angry, stewing with anger if I don't get to hear them. If I don't get to hear Anthony Anderson make his speech, it's going to be great. I know what's going to happen. He's going to show up that night. He's going to bring his mom as his date, and she's going to be wearing some African garb, and he's going to get up on stage, and he'll be like, I won. I know, he's not going to say that, but oh my gosh, I can't wait. Emmys. I wonder who's playing Sunday Night Football next week, because it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird if it's a good team. It's Atlanta. That's right. Crap, it's Atlanta. Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's going to be huge. I'll have to be switching back and forth during the commercial break. Oh, man, that's the first home game, too. I wish I was going. Wouldn't that be great if I was going to that game and I was missing the Emmys? What life would that be? Anyway, I don't know what else to talk about here. Just want to keep talking. Today, also, Ted Cruz liked a porn tweet. Tries to blame it on somebody else. Ted Cruz, man, just own up to it. Come on, dude. It doesn't matter. We all make mistakes. Should have done it on a private account. Oh my God. Ted Cruz, you dummy. You dumb. Oh man, but the Emmys are going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I am pulling for, actually every year I make an Emmys worksheet where you can make your own, your own predictions. And let's see who this year I haven't done. I mean, I made the sheet, but I haven't done my own nomination predictions yet. But next week I want to see. I'm gonna go through the list. I'm not gonna go through the entire list. There's a lot of drama stuff in here, reality program I could give you a lot. Writing for limited series, it's all gonna be difficult. All this writing stuff is gonna be difficult, and the directing and stuff. FX is up for, oh my gosh, FX is up for 1, 2, 3 writing nominations for a limited movie or drama series. Okay, I need to stop paying attention. So let's skip all the directing and stuff. Reality host: Alec Baldwin, W. Kamau Bell, RuPaul, Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn, Gordon Ramsay, Martha Stewart, and Snoop Dogg. Weird pairing, I know. I hope W. Kamau Bell wins. My second choice is, of course, maybe going to be RuPaul. After that, maybe Martha and Snoop Dogg. You only get 2 choices. First choice gets you the full point. Second choice, if they pick that and it's your second choice, you get half a point. That's how it works. Reality program: it's Amazing Race, American Ninja Warrior, Project Runway, RuPaul's Drag Race, Top Chef, The Voice. I do like Top Chef, but I think American Ninja Warrior is going to take this, and maybe Project Runway. Oh, no. RuPaul's Drag Race, because people really like that. I'm going to skip all this reality crap. I'm sorry. I'm just going to scroll right up. Variety Talk Series: Full Frontal, Jimmy Kimmel, Last Week Tonight, Late Late Show, Real Time, and The Late Show. CBS is up for 2, and they're hosting the awards. That makes me mad. I'm going to say Full Frontal. I'm going to give it to Last Week Tonight, because that's the easy way out. Variety sketch series: Billy on the Street, which I hope wins. Oh my God, I hope Billy wins. Documentary Now, Drunk History, Portlandia, SNL, Tracy Ullman Show. I'm going to go with Billy on the Street, first choice. My second choice, maybe Documentary Now or Drunk History. Portlandia still has 1 year, so next year they could probably take it. And SNL, no. No offense. I love to work on the show, though. If they hired me, I would be so happy. I just don't understand why I'm so angry against them right this year. Probably because I put in Alec Baldwin as a comedy actor for winning. And then supporting actress, limited series movie: Judy Davis, Laura Dern, Jackie Hoffman, Regina King, Michelle Pfeiffer, Shailene Woodley. What was she in? Oh, that was Big Little Lies. Great show. I'm going to give it to Laura Dern. And I don't know what Michelle Pfeiffer was in. Regina King will probably be my second one. Maybe Judy Davis, but it's definitely going to be Laura Dern first because Big Little Lies is one of my favorite things that happened this year. Supporting actor, limited series or movie: Skarsgård, David Thewlis, Melina, Stanley Tucci, Bill Kemp, and Michael Kenneth Williams. I will give it... Oh, Skarsgård was in Big Little Lies, wasn't he? That's Alexander Skarsgård? That's Alexander Skarsgård, right? I'm not crazy, right? Let's look it up. We have the internet at our disposal. And until then, Skarsgård. I clicked on Sky Jackson. Oh, that's a child. Oh, God. Oh, no, please. I hope I don't die soon so people don't see that. Like, oh, my gosh. That guy, he's looking up Stellan Skarsgård, Alexander Skarsgård. There's 97 gosh darn Skarsgård. Skarsgård. Yeah, this is the dude in Big Little Lies. I'm sorry I wasted your time. I'm going to give him my first choice. And what was Michael Kenneth Williams in? I don't know. I'd probably give Alfred Molina my... Oh, no, Stanley Tucci, my second choice. I like that guy. Supporting actress, comedy: Vanessa Bayer, Anna Chlumsky, Katherine Hahn, Leslie Jones, Kate McKinnon, Judith Light. I'm definitely giving Leslie my first choice, and I'm going to give... It's either going to be Kate McKinnon or Judith Light. We all know the difference. One's old, one's young. No, it's Judith Light. Someone from Transparent always wins, so no matter what's going to happen. Supporting actor, comedy: Louis Anderson, Alec Baldwin, Titus Burgess, Ty Burrell, Tony Hale, Matt Walsh. God, I'm so happy for these Veep people. I really, genuinely pray that Alec Baldwin does not win. I'm so sorry. I'm going to give Titus my second choice. My first choice is not going to be a Modern Family alum because that show hasn't won in years. And Louis won last year, so I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I'll give Titus my first choice. Tony Hale my second. Sorry, Matt. I love you, but I think Tony Hale is up for it. But you're great, Matt. Matt Walsh, so happy for him. You're not going to be listening to this. Supporting actress, drama: Uzo, Millie Bobby Brown, Ann Dowd, Chrissy Metz, Thandie Newton, and Samira Wiley. Thandie Newton was great. If she does not win, I would be very pissed. I'm going to give her my choice. Chrissy Metz, second choice. Boom. Don't care about Stranger Things. So sick and tired of hearing about Orange is the New Black. Forgot what Ann Dowd was in, and I don't think I know who Samira Wiley is. Supporting actor, drama: Jonathan Banks, maybe. David Harbour, no. Ron Cephas Jones, Michael Kelly, John Lithgow, Mandy Patinkin, Jeffrey Wright. John Lithgow because people won't shut up about The Crown, and then Jeffrey Wright, second choice because Westworld is the best. Television movie: Black Mirror, one of the episodes. San Junipero. I stopped watching that show immediately. Dolly Parton's Christmas of Many Colors, Circle of Love. Nope. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. Sherlock the Lying Detective. Nope. The Wizard of Lies. I want to give it to... let's be honest. It's between Black Mirror, Immortal Life, and Wizard of Lies. Seeing as how Immortal Life has Oprah Winfrey, give it to her first. Bam. And let's go with HBO again. Wizard of Lies. There you go. Second choice. That's the Bernie Madoff movie. Don't know why I know that. Best actor, limited series or TV movie: Riz Ahmed, up for his second Emmy in the same thing he lost in the guest actor for Girls for comedy this year. Benedict Cumberbatch, Robert De Niro, Ewan McGregor, Jeffrey Rush, John Turturro. You know what? I'm going to give this one to Riz. Did a really good job. I hope he wins. And I'm going to double down. John Turturro. There we go. It's the same show. The Night Of. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fantastic. Best actress, limited TV series or movie? TV movie. Carrie Coon. Yes. Felicity Huffman. Maybe. Jessica Lange. Oh, that's Feud. Nicole Kidman. Susan Sarandon and Reese Witherspoon. Look, I love Carrie Coon to death. Love her so much. She was fantastic in The Leftovers. I don't think that was a limited series. Oh, Fargo. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's just, these are all FX and HBO nominations. It's amazing. Each one of these women, 5 of the best actors, six of the best, can't count, 6 of the best actors of all year. Men, women, in between. I don't want to get political here. 6 of the best actors: Carrie Coon, Felicity Huffman, Jessica Lange, Nicole Kidman, Susan Sarandon, Reese Witherspoon. I'm gonna hedge my bets. I'm gonna give Jessica Lange my second choice, Nicole Kidman my first choice. There you go. I'm sorry, Carrie Coon. You are wonderful though. Best actor, drama: Sterling K. Brown. If he doesn't win this, I'm going to punch somebody in the face. I swear to God. Anthony Hopkins, Bob Odenkirk, Matthew Rhys, Liev Schreiber, Kevin Spacey, Milo Ventimiglia, Sterling K. Brown, of course, Anthony Hopkins. There we go. Sorry, Bob. Love Bob Odenkirk. Sorry. Haven't seen Ray Donovan, so I don't know if Liev Schreiber can handle it. he's still, what's his name? Sabretooth to me. He's an X-Men, guys. Best Actress in Drama, Viola Davis. Claire Foy. Viola Davis, for what? Oh, that show, How to Get Away with Murder. How to Get Away with Murder in Shondaland. Claire Foy, Elizabeth Moss, Kerry Russell, Evan Rachel Wood, Robin Wright. I'm going to go ahead and say Evan Rachel Wood and Elizabeth Moss. Kerry Russell, what was she in? I don't know. Elizabeth Moss, because The Handmaid's Tale deserves at least several awards this year. Best Actor Comedy, Anthony Anderson. Yes, that's it. I'm not going to say anybody else. Aziz Ansari, Zach Galifianakis, Donald Glover, William H. Macy, Jeffrey Tambor. Anthony Anderson is my first choice. Second choice is probably going to be Zach or Jeffrey, because he's won at least 5 of the last years. Even though that show's been Transparent's only been on for 4 years. Best Actress Comedy, Pamela Adlon, Jane Fonda, Allison Janney, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Ellie Kemper, Tracy Ellis Ross, Lily Tomlin. I'm sorry, everybody else. I'm going to give it to Julia and Tracy Ellis Ross. I hope Julia's going to win. I pray Tracy wins. But I swear if it goes to Jane Fonda or Lily Tomlin or Ellie Kemper, or Pamela, I'm just kidding. Best Limited Series, Big Little Lies, Fargo, Feud, Bet and Joan, Genius, and The Night Of. Big Little Lies, Fargo, and The Night Of were amazing masterpieces, especially Big Little Lies. I cannot believe how just into that show I got. Oh my God, it's so good. So I'm going to give it to Big Little Lies, and I'm going to go Fargo for a second one. I think Feud's going to win, though. Best Drama, Better Call Saul, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, House of Cards, Stranger Things, This Is Us, Westworld. It's honestly, right now, it's a toss-up between The Handmaid's Tale, This Is Us, and Westworld, because those are the ones that are most talked about. I don't give a crap about Stranger Things, but but I don't think a network show is going to beat out 1 cable show, 2 premium shows, and 3 streaming shows. I did that math in my head. Look at me. So I'm going to go with Westworld, Handmaid's Tale. Both easy choices because they're both fantastic, one-of-a-kind shows. And Best Comedy, Atlanta, Blackish, Master of None, Atlanta, Blackish, Master of None, Modern Family, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Veep. Veep was all cylinders this year. Going to give it to Veep. And Blackish is my second choice. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is my third choice. There you go. And that's it. That's everything we got for the Emmys. You know what? That's everything I got for C+ Comedy's new Constitutionals podcast. Oh, God, what a day. Okay, if you like this show, why don't you head on over to cpluscomedy.com, where we've got a whole bunch of things like news, reviews, features, interviews, and other good comedy bits that only I can provide you with. You can follow us on Twitter at @CPlusComedy. Follow me on Twitter. At Chad Black White. Like us on Facebook. Head to the webpage, youtube.com/C+Comedy. Or just type in C+ Comedy on your YouTube URL search bar, and you'll find so many great videos like the show News Time, which is a news show I do once a week. And it's about the things in the news that you didn't know about for comedy or for movies or TV. There you go. This week, we talked about the summer box office and how bad it was. It was bad. All right. Hey, why don't you stay tuned? End of this podcast. Listen to part of my interview with Jenny Jaffe. She was great. We had a good time. I'll probably put in the Irma stuff. So if you want to hear more about Hurricane Irma, there you go. I'm sorry, Tropical Depression Irma once it reached Atlanta. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it. Bye. Oh, but New York was really good to you because, like, you got to work for College Humor as a senior in college, and then you went on to MTV. Like, that's like New York was really good to you in terms of job stuff.
New York was great to me. Yeah, I mean, I got really lucky in terms of job stuff, and then I ended up sort of creating my own job through ambulance, through Project You Are Okay. So there was so much amazing stuff that happened in New York, and I was really lucky that I came out to LA with a job. That's like, I feel ridiculously lucky. That's unheard of. So, yeah. But I miss it. And, like, I was there for 8 years, and all my favorite people are there. And, well, not all of them, but a good amount. So, yeah. But I got to go back to film Neurotica in December. So I did get to, so I've been back a couple times since then, but yeah, Neurotica was definitely a good excuse to, like, get all the people I care about in one room.
So how did writing for College Humor prepare you for writing Neurotica, for, like, a bigger platform?
Well, there was, like, it's funny because I feel like there were just a bunch of steps sort of between who I was as a senior in college and who I am now, and they all have to do with just getting battered against the rocks of rejection. Like, I think, like, being a senior in college and sort of getting handed this amazing opportunity and not having a full sense of who I was or, like, what I wanted my comedic voice to be, it was great to just have this opportunity to sort of hone my writing skills and learn what it was to work as a writer and learn what the industry was like and sort of get my foot in the door in such a really awesome way.